Before you finance your next car, you need to hear this. Some of the biggest names in the auto industry, brands that built legends, dominated motorsports, and sold millions, are now fighting for survival. And one of them, it may not even make it past 2027. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which brands are circling the drain and which one is already out of time. Welcome back to SUV Squad, your go-to channel for real, no-nonsense breakdowns of the auto industry. If you're into engines, SUVs, hit subscribe, because what we're about to uncover could save you thousands. Number 7, Mitsubishi Motors. Let's start with a brand that used to mean something. There was a time when Mitsubishi wasn't just relevant, it was respected. The Lancer Evolution wasn't just a car, it was a statement in motorsports. Today, completely different story. Mitsubishi's U.S. dealer network is collapsing in real time. They're down to just 300 dealerships across the entire country. For context, that's a fraction of what competitors operate. And here's where it gets worse. Dealer profit margins dropped from 2.2% in 2023 to just 0.92% in 2024. That's not profit, that's survival mode. In the Midwest alone, 4 out of 15 dealerships shut down in 1 year. One dealer reported losing $80,000 per month just to keep operations running. That's not a business model, that's a slow bleed. The product lineup isn't helping either. The Outlander Sport, it dates back to 2011. The Mirage, one of their few volume sellers, was discontinued with no replacement. At the same time, Mitsubishi raised prices 22% over 4 years while cutting incentives by 26%. So dealers are stuck selling outdated cars at higher prices with less support. That's not strategy, that's surrender. They're leaning on Nissan Motor Corporation for EV platforms. Still, Mitsubishi might survive. Their Momentum 2030 plan promises one new or refreshed model every year. But here's the real question. Can they last long enough to reach 2030? Number 6, Volkswagen. When a German automaker shuts down a factory in Germany for the first time in its history, Volkswagen closed its Dresden plant, something that hasn't happened in 88 years. They're cutting 35,000 jobs and reducing production by 734,000 units. They're also staring at an 11 billion cash shortfall by 2026. Their operating margin? Just 2.3%. Compare that to BMW at 10.9% and Mercedes-Benz at 9.9%. Volkswagen went all in on EVs. They committed $160 billion to electrification, factories, production lines, everything. But consumers didn't show up. Now they're stuck in a brutal position. Sell EVs and lose money on every unit, or don't sell enough and pay massive U-fines. Meanwhile, Chinese giants like BYD are producing competitive EVs at half the cost. Volkswagen's decades of expertise in combustion engines, almost irrelevant in a software and battery-driven market. Labor costs are also out of control. Some German plants are reportedly twice as expensive as competitors. The only reason Volkswagen survives? They're too important to Germany's economy to fail. The Volkswagen brand itself is in serious trouble. Number 5, Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo has been on the verge of a comeback for over a decade. Now reality is catching up. In 2024, Alfa Romeo sold just 8,865 vehicles in the US. That's not low, that's almost non-existent. For comparison, the Ford F-150 sells that many in about 3 days. Sales have dropped 70% since 2021 and continue falling in 2025 by up to 36% per quarter. Their enthusiast-focused quadrifolio models, gone from the US. What's left? Just 3 vehicles, Giulia, Stelvio, and Tonale. And none of them are selling in meaningful numbers. Parent company Stellantis even brought in consulting firm McKinsey to evaluate Alfa Romeo and Maserati. Which one do we shut down first? EV, strategy, backtracked. Gas models, not selling either. And here's the harsh truth. Alfa Romeo reportedly loses money on every vehicle sold in the US. They may survive by retreating to Europe, but survival isn't the same as relevance. Number 4, Jaguar. April 2025. Jaguar sold 49 cars across all of Europe. Not 49,000, not 4,900, 49. That's a 97.5% drop from the previous year. And here's the shocking part. This was intentional. Jaguar completely discontinued its entire gasoline lineup before its EV replacements were ready, creating a 12 to 18-month gap with zero products. Dealers had nothing to sell. Customers had nothing to buy. At the same time, Jaguar launched a controversial rebrand, new logos, vague campaigns, and slogans like "Copy Nothing," all while having zero cars in showrooms. They alienated existing customers and didn't attract new ones. Now they're betting everything on a $200,000 electric GT. And here's the risk. Jaguar admits only 15% of current customers are expected to return. That means they're abandoning 85% of their base and hoping ultra-wealthy buyers step in. If that new EVE is exceptional, Jaguar survives. If it's just good, this brand disappears. Number 3, Chrysler. Quick test. Name a Chrysler vehicle. Now name a second one. Exactly. Chrysler effectively sells one vehicle, the Pacifica minivan. The Voyager, just a rebadged version. That's their entire lineup. Sales are collapsing, down 22% year-to-date in 2025, with a 42% drop in Q2. The Airflow EV concept that was supposed to revive the brand, canceled. No new models announced. The Chrysler 300, discontinued in 2023. So what's left? A shrinking minivan market, where competitors like Toyota, Honda, and Kia are winning. Even Honda's Odyssey outsells Chrysler's entire lineup. Parent company Stellantis has no clear vision for Chrysler. No identity, no roadmap, no investment. And when automakers start talking about brand rationalization, that usually means shutdown is coming. The only real question is, does Chrysler make it to 2026 or 2027? Number 2, Maserati. Maserati is in free fall. Sales dropped 58% in 1 year, from 20,600 units to just 11,300. They're on track for 8,000 units in 2025. Operating losses? Over $260 million annually. And here's the most brutal stat. In 1 month, Maserati sold 124 cars in the US, Ferrari sold 298, Lamborghini sold 244. Maserati is cheaper, less exclusive, and still losing. That tells you everything. They went all in on EVs with the full-gore lineup, flopped, launched new cars at extreme prices, then cut prices when sales tanked, destroying brand value. Production issues shut down factories, output dropped 70%. Leadership changes, consulting reviews, and zero clear direction. The most likely outcome? Maserati gets sold or merged into a skeleton operation. The badge might survive. The brand as we know it, already gone. Number 1, Nissan Motor Corporation. This isn't speculation. This is straight from inside the company. A senior executive told the Financial Times, Nissan has 12 to 14 months to survive. That's not restructuring. That's a countdown. Nissan posted a $4.5 to $5 billion loss for the fiscal year ending March 2025. They're closing 7 plants, cutting 20,000 jobs, and reducing production by 25%. Their longtime partner Renault reduced its stake. A $60 billion merger with Honda collapsed. A major supplier went bankrupt. They initially predicted a $560 million loss, then revised it to nearly $5 billion. That's almost 9 times worse than expected. They refused to issue an operating profit forecast, something almost unheard of. The problems run deep. Their CVT transmission reputation damaged resale value. They missed the SUV boom. Their early EV lead with the Leaf? Squandered. The Ariya isn't competitive. Core sedans discontinued. Luxury brand Infiniti neglected. Nissan isn't approaching crisis. They're already in it. And that 12, 14-month timeline? That's not a warning. That's a deadline. If this breakdown is opening your eyes, hit like and subscribe to SUV Squad, because we break down what other channels won't tell you before you spend your money. And trust me, what's coming next will change how you look at the entire auto industry. 7 brands, 7 different crises. But one brutal reality: the auto industry no longer rewards legacy. Chinese manufacturers are building cheaper EVs. Consumers demand value, not heritage. And even giants can fall. Fast. Volkswagen might survive. Mitsubishi has a plan. Jaguar is gambling everything. Before you buy your next SUV or car, make sure you're not investing in a dying brand. And if you want to avoid the worst vehicles on the market, check out our next video on SUV Squad, where we break down the cars you should never buy before signing that loan. Because some vehicles aren't just bad, they're built to fail.